Does your dog follow you everywhere, even to the bathroom, or lick you nonstop as if they're desperate? As a dog behavior expert, I can tell you, these aren't quirks of love. They could be your dog's silent cries for help. In this video, I'll reveal 20 critical signs that prove your dog needs urgent help before it's too late. Sign 1. Gums changing color. When was the last time you actually looked inside your dog's mouth? Most dog owners never check their dog's gums until it's too late. Healthy gums should be bubblegum pink, except in certain breeds like Chow's. Red inflamed gums above the teeth signal dental disease and infections. Bleeding gums indicate trauma or severe infections that could go systemic. But here's the most terrifying one. Pale gums that lack color are a sign of blood loss or anemia. Gums get their pink color from blood flowing beneath the surface. When that pink fades, your dog is literally bleeding out internally or their blood cells are dying. Ulcers on gums or foul odor from the mouth are additional red flags. Open your dog's mouth right now and check. Those gums might be telling you your dog is dying. Sign 2. Sudden aggression. Has your sweet dog suddenly started snapping at you for no reason? Here's what most owners don't realize. Dogs don't just turn mean overnight. When your normally gentle dog becomes aggressive, it's not a behavior problem, it's a pain problem. Think about it. When you're in severe pain, you get irritable too, right? Your dog can't say, "My hip is killing me," or "This tooth is throbbing." So instead, they growl or snap when you touch the painful area. Vets report that sudden aggression is one of the first red flags for conditions like arthritis, dental disease, or even internal injuries. If your dog's personality has shifted, don't wait. This is their desperate way of screaming for help. Sign 3. Hiding. Why is your attention-seeking dog suddenly avoiding you like you're a stranger? Dogs are pack animals. They literally crave your presence. So when your Velcro dog, who usually follows you everywhere, suddenly hides under beds, in closets, or behind furniture. Unlike cats who hide for privacy, dogs only hide when something is terribly wrong. They're either in severe pain, extremely stressed, or battling an invisible illness that's destroying them from the inside. Veterinary behaviorists confirm that hiding is a dog's instinctive response to feeling vulnerable. In the wild, showing weakness gets you killed, so they isolate to protect themselves. If your dog is suddenly playing hide and seek, they're not playing, they're suffering. Sign 4. Loss of appetite. When was the last time your dog actually turned down food? If you're thinking never, that's exactly why this sign is so alarming. Dogs are literally wired to eat anything and everything. They'll devour trash, steal pizza off your counter, and beg like they're starving even after dinner. So when a food-obsessed animal suddenly refuses meals, something is seriously wrong. Loss of appetite isn't just pickiness. It's one of the earliest indicators of infections, parasites, gastric diseases, diabetes, and yes, even cancer. Here's the rule every dog owner needs to memorize. If your dog skips meals for more than 24 hours, you're in emergency territory. Their body is shutting down non-essential functions to fight whatever's attacking them. Sign 5. Postural changes. Have you noticed your dog standing in weird, uncomfortable-looking positions lately? Pay close attention to this one because it's incredibly specific. When dogs experience abdominal or joint pain, they instinctively stretch the affected area, but not in normal ways. The prayer position, butt up in the air, front legs and chest down, rigid stance, is a classic sign of severe stomach pain. Another red flag is the sawhorse stance, where all 4 legs are stiff and outstretched with an arched or hunched back. These aren't cute stretches or yoga poses. These are pain management positions. Your dog is literally trying to find any position that reduces the agony they're feeling. If you see these postures, especially repeatedly, you're looking at a dog in serious distress. Sign 5. Lack of energy. Does your once energetic dog now act like getting up is a full-time job? Sure, older dogs slow down naturally, but sudden lethargy is different. When your dog, who used to sprint to the door at the sound of a leash, now barely lifts their head, that's not laziness. That's illness. General disinterest in walks, playtime, or even greeting you at the door indicates your dog's body is fighting something big. Whether it's a physical injury causing pain with movement, an infection draining their energy, or a serious disease like heart problems or anemia, low energy is their body waving a white flag. Young dogs and puppies showing lethargy is even more critical. They should be bouncing off walls. If they're not, something has stolen their vitality. Sign 6. Increased urination. Is your house-trained dog suddenly having accidents everywhere, despite drinking gallons of water? This combination is a massive warning sign that owners often dismiss as a training regression. But here's the brutal truth. When a perfectly house-trained dog starts urinating frequently and can't seem to drink enough water, you're likely looking at diabetes or kidney disease. Both conditions cause severe dehydration, even though your dog is drinking constantly. Their body is desperately trying to flush out toxins or regulate blood sugar, but it's a losing battle. The excessive drinking leads to excessive urination, and the cycle continues. If you're refilling the water bowl multiple times daily and cleaning up puddles from a dog who never had accidents before, you're watching organ failure in real time. This needs immediate veterinary attention. Sign 7. Swollen abdomen. Does your dog's belly look oddly bloated, even though they're not overeating? A distended, swollen abdomen isn't just from eating too much. It's often a sign of something life-threatening brewing inside. That tight, drum-like belly could indicate internal bleeding, a hormonal imbalance, severe infection, digestive disease, or even a twisted stomach, which can kill within hours. Here's what makes this terrifying. As the abdomen swells, it puts pressure on your dog's lungs, making it harder and harder for them to breathe. They're essentially being suffocated from the inside. Some owners think their dog just gained weight, but weight gain happens gradually all over. Abdominal swelling happens quickly and is localized. If you can't feel your dog's ribs anymore or their belly looks distended, this is emergency level urgent. Sign 8. Too much fur loss. Are you finding clumps of fur everywhere or noticing bald patches on your dog's coat? Yes, dogs shed, but they don't shed themselves into baldness. When you start seeing large clumps of hair falling out or actual bare skin showing through their coat, you're witnessing either skin disease, severe vitamin deficiency, allergies, or extreme stress manifesting physically. Each of these causes has serious underlying issues. Skin disease could be fungal infections eating away at their coat. Vitamin deficiencies mean their diet is failing them nutritionally. Allergies could be environmental or food-related, causing constant inflammation. And stress-induced hair loss. That means your dog's anxiety or pain is so severe, it's literally making their fur fall out. Healthy dogs have full, even coats. Balding dogs are sick dogs. Sign 9. Changes in grooming habits. Has your obsessively clean dog suddenly stopped caring about their hygiene? Dogs are naturally meticulous groomers. They lick themselves constantly to keep their coat healthy and clean. So when your dog stops grooming, it's not laziness, it's inability. They're either too exhausted from fighting illness, in too much pain to contort their body for grooming, or dealing with oral pain that makes licking uncomfortable. Think about it. Grooming requires energy, flexibility, and comfort. If any of those are compromised by disease, arthritis, or infection, Grooming becomes impossible. You'll notice their coat looks dull, matted, or greasy. They might smell different. These aren't cosmetic issues. They're visible proof that your dog's body is failing them. When self-care stops, critical care needs to start. Sign 10. Excessive licking. Is your dog obsessively licking one specific area of their body over and over again? Here's the sign. Vets say is most ignored, and it's deadly. When dogs lick excessively, they're not just grooming, they're self-medicating. They lick painful areas instinctively, trying to soothe whatever's hurting. Dogs with sore paws or legs will lick them raw. Dogs with fleas will lick until they create hot spots. But here's what's terrifying. Excessive licking of random surfaces like floors, walls, or furniture often indicates gastrointestinal issues or nausea. Your dog is desperately trying to relieve stomach pain or acid reflux. The constant licking can create wounds that get infected, making everything worse. If you're constantly telling your dog to stop licking, ask yourself why they're so obsessed with that behavior. There's always a painful reason. Sign 11. Trouble getting up. Does your dog struggle to stand up like they're an 80-year-old human with bad knees? When a dog takes forever to pull themselves into a standing position, you're watching pain in action. This is especially noticeable in the morning or after rest periods when joints have stiffened up. Arthritis is the most common culprit. Inflammation in the joints makes every movement excruciating. But it could also be hip dysplasia, spinal issues, or internal diseases causing muscle weakness and fatigue. What breaks owners' hearts is watching their dog try multiple times to stand, only to collapse back down. They want to get up and greet you, but their body won't cooperate. Cold weather makes this worse, as joints stiffen even more. If standing has become a struggle, sitting in pain has become your dog's new normal. Sign 12. Sleeping longer than usual. Is your dog suddenly sleeping 18-20 hours a day when they used to be much more active? Average healthy dogs sleep about 14 hours per 24-hour cycle. Puppies and seniors need more, but there's a limit. When your dog's sleep dramatically increases beyond their normal pattern, their body is telling you it's exhausted from fighting something. Excessive sleep is common in diabetes. Their body can't process energy from food. Infections, immune system is in overdrive, thyroid issues, metabolism is crashing, or severe stress and depression. Your dog isn't choosing to sleep more. Their body is forcing them to conserve energy. They're sleeping through activities they used to love because they physically can't stay awake. If your dog has become a professional sleeper, they're not relaxed. They're struggling to survive. Sign 13. Dilated pupils. Have you noticed your dog's pupils look abnormally large, even in bright light? This is the most overlooked sign because who really stares into their dog's eyes measuring pupil size? But you should. Dog eyes react to light and pain just like human eyes. Pupils should be appropriately sized for the lighting conditions. When pupils are randomly dilated or stay large for extended periods, it's a direct response to adrenaline surges caused by pain. Their body is in fight or flight mode because something hurts badly enough to trigger survival instincts. Dilated pupils can also indicate neurological issues, high blood pressure, or even poisoning. The eyes are windows to the nervous system, and when those windows are screaming danger, you need to listen. Check your dog's eyes. Regularly, they'll tell you secrets your dog can't vocalize. Sign 14. Panting at rest. Why is your dog panting like they just ran a marathon when they've been lying down all day? Dogs pant to cool down after exercise. That's normal. But excessive panting while resting, especially in cool environments, is a massive red flag. This isn't about temperature regulation anymore. It's about pain management and respiratory distress. When dogs experience internal pain, heart problems, or difficulty breathing. They pant excessively to cope. It's their body's stress response kicking into overdrive. Conditions like heart disease, lung problems, Cushing's disease, or even heat stroke aftermath cause this. What's scary is that many owners dismiss it as just being hot, while their dog's organs are actually failing. If your dog pants heavily at night, during rest, or in cool rooms, they're working overtime just to survive. That's not comfort, that's crisis mode. Sign 15. Refusing to climb stairs or jump. Has your dog suddenly become afraid of stairs they've climbed thousands of times before? This isn't a new fear, it's pain avoidance. When dogs refuse to climb stairs, jump on furniture, or hop into the car when they used to do it effortlessly, they're protecting themselves from agony. Each step up requires bending joints and engaging muscles that hurt. Think about it. If every stair felt like stepping on glass, you'd avoid them too. This behavior screams arthritis, hip dysplasia, spinal problems, or muscle injuries. Some owners think their dog is just being stubborn or lazy, but dogs don't suddenly develop psychological stair phobias. They develop physical limitations. If your athletic dog now hesitates at every elevation change, their body is betraying them, and they need help before they can't move at all. Sign 16. Head pressing against walls. Have you caught your dog pressing their head against walls, furniture, or corners for no apparent reason? This bizarre behavior isn't quirky, it's neurological emergency territory. Head pressing is a compulsive act where dogs push their head against solid surfaces and hold it there. This indicates serious problems with the nervous system, including brain tumors, liver disease causing toxin buildup in the brain, head trauma, or stroke. Unlike normal head resting where dogs might casually lean against you or a wall comfortably, head pressing is forceful and persistent. The dog seems almost obsessed with pushing their head into surfaces. Veterinary neurologists consider this one of the most critical warning signs because it means brain function is compromised. If you ever see this behavior even once, treat it like the emergency it is. This isn't weird. This is your dog's brain crying for help. Sign 17. Trembling or shaking. Is your dog shaking uncontrollably even though they're not cold or scared? Occasional shivering after a bath or during thunderstorms is normal fear response. But persistent trembling, with no obvious cause, is your dog's nervous system malfunctioning. Shaking can indicate severe pain. Their muscles are tensing against it. Poisoning, toxins attacking the nervous system. Kidney disease, neurological disorders, or even distemper. Small dogs might shake more naturally, but sudden onset trembling in any dog demands attention. What's particularly concerning is when the shaking happens during rest or sleep. Their body can't even relax anymore. Some dogs shake so violently they can't walk properly or eat. This is an anxiety that will pass. This is a body in distress sending SOS signals through every muscle fiber. If the shaking persists for more than an hour, you're on borrowed time. Sign 18. Cloudy or discolored eyes. Have your dog's bright, clear eyes suddenly turned cloudy, milky, or discolored? Eyes are incredibly revealing windows into your dog's health. Cloudiness isn't just old-age cataracts. It could be glaucoma, painful pressure building inside the eye that can cause blindness, corneal ulcers, agonizing eye injuries, or systemic diseases like diabetes affecting the lens. Red, bloodshot eyes indicate inflammation, infections, or high blood pressure. Yellow-tinted whites of the eyes scream liver disease or jaundice. Blue-gray cloudiness signals serious corneal problems. Each color change tells a different horror story happening inside your dog's body. The worst part? Eye problems are often incredibly painful, but dogs can't rub them or tell you they're going blind. By the time you notice the cloudiness, they've been suffering in silence. Check those eyes weekly. Clarity equals health. Sign 19. Changes in breathing pattern. Does your dog's breathing sound labored, wheezy, or just different than it used to be? Normal dog breathing is quiet and effortless. You shouldn't hear them across the room. When breathing becomes audible with wheezing, rattling, or gasping sounds, their airways are compromised. This could mean asthma, pneumonia, heart failure causing fluid in the lungs, collapsed trachea, or allergic reactions. Short-nosed breeds are more prone to breathing issues, but even they shouldn't sound like they're suffocating. Watch for rapid, shallow breathing. Over 30 breaths per minute at rest. Breathing through an open mouth constantly, or blue-tinged tongue and gums. That's oxygen deprivation. Your dog is literally struggling to get air into their body with every breath. Without oxygen, organs shut down fast. If breathing changes suddenly, or they seem to be working hard just to breathe, this is life or death urgent. Sign 20. Crying or whining. Is your normally quiet dog suddenly vocalizing in ways they never did before? Dogs don't cry for attention the way kids do. They cry because something hurts. When your dog whines while being touched, yelps when getting up, or cries during certain movements, they're telling you exactly where the pain is located. What's heartbreaking is that dogs have incredibly high pain tolerance. They're genetically programmed to hide weakness. So by the time they're actually vocalizing pain, it's not mild discomfort anymore, it's severe agony. If your dog pulls away when you try to pet them or whimpers during activities they used to love, don't write it off as dramatics. They're using the only voice they have to tell you they're suffering. Listen to them. You now know 20 critical signs, and ignoring even one could cost your dog their life. Look at your dog right now. Are they showing any of these signs? Even if it's just one, your dog has been begging for help and hoping you'd notice. Don't wait until tomorrow. Don't Google for home remedies. And definitely don't convince yourself it's probably nothing. According to emergency vets, 60% of dogs who die from preventable conditions showed clear warning signs that owners missed or ignored. Your dog trusts you with their entire life. Literally, be the owner who catches it early, not the one who says, "I wish I had known sooner." Share this with every dog owner you know. Drop a comment with which sign your dog has shown. Let's create a community that saves lives. Your dog can't thank you in words, but trust me, they'll thank you by staying alive.